And welcome back to the Forklift Certified Gambling Podcast. I am your host, Forklift Certified Gambling, with my co-host.
Cam the G, what's up, everyone?
What is popping, y'all, man? This is the first over-the-air podcast we've ever done in the show's history. So the weather in Tennessee is a little bit crazy right now, so we had to do this remote, but we're still bringing y'all these picks. Cameron,
Couldn't stop
your
it.
week?
Couldn't stop us from the picks. From last week, I'd say it wasn't too shabby. Went a nice 2-1. Could
Nice.
have been 3-0, but I mean, Miami sold it for me. I mean, what did I expect? Two in the cold. I
Yeah.
thought I thought it could have changed, but I mean, sometimes you can't lie to numbers. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah, two is just not him in the cold. We thought we were being sharp, getting on Miami at more than a field goal, but they couldn't pull through for us, man. But 2-1 is still a good week, and then I had the 3-0 to bring us to a big bad 5-1 on the week, man. That is
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
We were rocking out last week. We were actually dog shit in prime time on our picks. I think we were like 1-6.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
But we do those picks on the fly. And that's more for content purposes. We work every week to try to bring y'all 6 picks. Last week was the last week that we could do 6 picks. So this week we're gonna have to shorten it down a little bit, but we're still gonna bring y'all the regularly scheduled program and bring our top picks, and then we'll do a fuck it at the end, folks. So we had a good week last week. I almost forgot to shout him out, executive producer Smo in the background. But
He's there somewhere.
he's out there somewhere in the metasphere. But yeah, man, we had a good week. We had Tampa Bay cover for us on Monday night. I knew everybody was going to be chasing. That was a trap. Green Bay covered against Dallas. They not already covered. They beat the shit out of Dallas.
They just showed a master class of why Dak should not be in this league no more.
Yeah, Mike McCarthy can't beat his old team.
Jerry Jones announced they're retaining Mike McCarthy.
Yep, they're keeping Mike McCarthy. So if
Yep.
Dak, then we get another formula to bet on for next year. Just fade the Cowboys in the postseason. It's free money, folks. Almost double down a good amount on that Packers money line on game day, but took a couple other props. Green Bay money line still cash, but it was a good day for Green Bay bettors. And then we had Buffalo -10 against the Steelers. It was close there for a minute, but the boys in Buffalo came through.
They did indeed. And Josh, your boy, as much as I don't really like to talk good about him, he put out pretty good numbers.
Yeah, he had a pretty good week. Did you see the little fake juke touchdown?
Oh, of course, man. The little stutter step. You thought I was going to slide.
Yeah, Josh is getting up there in the compilation on the TikTok world. So hopefully he does something this week. Little teaser, but we'll get to that in a minute. How did speaking of last week, Houston, the upset of the week.
Biggest upset, I'd say.
2.5 point favorite, or they covered as a 2.5 point underdog, but they won the game outright. They just looked dominant against Cleveland, and that Cleveland defense really couldn't do anything to stop CJ.
No, you ain't kidding. CJ throwing the ball out, finding Nico Collins, Devin Singletary having a good time on the field.
Yeah,
I mean,
CJ might be the unicorn for this generation. He's just he's a dog, and he's a dog. He got that dog in him.
woof woof.
Playing CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence, and AR-15. What a squad!
Oh, don't forget about the mailman himself, Will Levis. Yeah, folks, we had to shout him out. The AFC South is going to be a tough division for years to come, and it's going to be fun football to watch. So it's good to see
football.
somebody from the division make it this far.
It's going to make for such good ball.
It gives us validation that we're not complete dog shit.
Amen.
So, went 5-1 on the week. We had a bad week in prime time, but couldn't catch the fucking. We haven't catched the fucking so long, folks. It's been so bad for a minute.
It's been terrible bad. Like, it's almost like we forgot how to do it.
I know it, but we're getting to it. We're bringing it back this week. We got to fuck it lined up for y'all, but we're going to get to that, folks. Cameron, I'm going to let you start off. Who is your first pick? There's only 4 games to pick from, so who's your first
pick? I mean, ride the hand while it's hot. I'm gonna take Houston plus 9.5. Lamar as a home favorite. I mean, I think what's with the old saying he said hasn't won a playoff game at home minus the Titans, let
Uh,
alone never covered.
yes, I believe so. He's never covered as a home favorite. I think he's only ever won one playoff game in his career, and I think it was that game against the Titans. So Lamar is a big favorite. He usually doesn't cover, and Lamar in the playoffs. We have the sample size now, so I like getting on Houston plus 9.5 for this one. It seems like it's a little almost too free.
They ain't lying with that one.
Yeah, it might be a trap line, folks, but we're walking right into it. You can't take Lamar as a big favorite.
It's just historically not hit. So I mean, like I said earlier, numbers don't lie.
Yeah, the
Might as
number
well rock with the numbers while I can.
and CJ as a dog so far in his early career has been pretty profitable for us. As a favorite, that's a different story, but that's the same thing with Lamar. Lamar is a big favorite. You want to fade him, so this is just a good spot. It matches up everything that we need to. This good teaser potentially if you want to take it up to a 6-point teaser, get up to like 13.5, I believe. Well, it's not 9.5 right now, so 14, 9, 15.5.
15.5.
Good teaser potential there. Get through that get through that 14, and Houston's the play this week, man. I know a lot of people thought we were going the other way, but gotta take the points when you can. Moving to my first pick of the week, man. You know we had to do it to them. Come on, folks. It was always the Niners. It was always going to be the Niners.
Bang bang Niner gang.
Bang bang Niner gang, folks. It was always going to be the Niners. I am having technical difficulties. There it goes. It was always bang bang Niner gang, folks. You see it in the background. The Packers are just an inflated line from last week. I know they beat the Cowboys and they look good, but
That might have been their Super Bowl last week.
exactly. Like I think Packers fans and the Packers as an organization, we're just happy to make it past this one, to make it to the playoffs, period. But they've just been playing a lot of snaps on defense. I know them boys are tired by now, so the Niners are fresh, rested, and they're going to be at home where they get loud. They cover by a lot of points. And then this is just the perfect spot to take the Niners. I know we were on Green Bay last week, but we're off them this week. Taking the Niners minus 9.5. Get it while you can. I feel like this number is going to go up to 10, maybe even 11 by game time.
Wouldn't hold it against it.
We'll see. Cameron, who you got for your next pick?
Next pick, going back up to Detroit. Dan Campbell and the boys. I'm thinking they're going to lay a nice little 7-bomb on somebody. 6.5 points. I don't see really how the Bucks win this. Like, yeah, the defense is kind of bad, or the secondary, I should say. He could throw on them, but I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, the energy that goes on in Detroit right now and all that, like, this is our year. Like, if Dallas had that, they might have done it, but Detroit has it. Dallas doesn't. So, I mean, who knows? They might be able to go all the way to the division championship and, like, break another record.
Yeah, I think Detroit is definitely the hot hand to ride on this one. And we didn't even get into it, but Jared Goff indoors is just a beast. So, you know, if he wins this one and he gets the Lions to the conference championship, I think that'll be a great year for Detroit. You can chalk it up as a win. It's already a win already. The one division, 11 wins, and they made it this far in the playoffs to beat their old boy Matt Stafford. It was a close game this week, man. Detroit's the play, man. You got to take Goff indoors. You got to get off.
Goff in a dome, he's a different beast.
He's him, guys. The Cinderella story is up. I know they want to get a lot of people to come in on that Tampa Bay plus 6.5, but you got to lay the points with Detroit this week. We got to get down on the Buffalo Bills minus 2.5, man. I know it's hard. Bills Mafia. It's hard to fade Patty as an underdog, but folks, this is the revenge game. I'm talking about Josh Allen has been riding this one on his shoulders for a couple years now. And every time they lose, they're always in Kansas City. Now that they're in Buffalo, they're finally going to get some get back. You got to lay the points. The books are just begging you to come in on this Kansas City plus 2.5 at plus money right now. So You got to come in on that Buffalo -2.5. It's the right play. It's a revenge spot. And this,
And how the Bills are playing right now, I don't see them losing that game.
yeah.
They're looking hot.
Kansas City, while they beat, Miami pretty convincingly last week, it really was a free win for Kansas City because Miami in the cold is just buns.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should have seen that one coming, but Kansas City moved on to the next round. And I think we were even predicting this last week that Josh Allen is gonna step up this week. So I like it. I like the revenge spot. Got to lay the points, folks. We only got 4 picks this week, so we got 2 and 2. It's not really a 6-pack, but we still had to bring y'all the weekly
Pocket of the
week.
week. Beware. Earphone
beware
users,
our
beware.
because we have been ice cold, and I am talking about it was negative degrees, and we've had a snowstorm here in Tennessee for a minute.
-3 degrees yesterday at 6 a.m.
We are colder than that, folks. We are ice cold, cold to the touch. We're giving you frostburn because it has been bad on the fuck. It's good on the plays, but bad on the fuck it. So we're back at it again, folks. We got a touchdown round robin. Lead it off, Cameron. Who's the first leg?
My first feeling is, well, before I even say my first leg is getting a little bit of deja vu from like tight end day. National tight end day, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I mean, why not sprinkle some Kelsey in there? Like plus 130. Like, when's the last time you seen Kelsey plus money?
Oh yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Kelsey at plus money doesn't even feel right anymore. We seen Jason Kelsey retire yesterday, and now
Gotta put on for the fam.
Yeah, little brother Jason at or Travis at plus money is kind of crazy. So we got to get on it. He's still Mahomes' #1 target. And if anybody's gonna catch the ball in Kansas City, it's gonna be Kelsey. So
And the Bills linebacker is looking pretty soft right now.
Oh yeah. The middle for the Bills right now is spiraling. So get down on some Travis Kelsey, folks. If we're going tight end to tight end, I think George Kittle has a great matchup this week against Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Green Bay, again, is soft up the middle. And Purdy just has a good connection with George, whether he just airs it out for 20, 30-yarder or he just checks it down to him, and he does everything, folks. George Kittle is an underrated weapon in San Francisco. So look for him in the end zone. Cameron, who you got for your next leg?
I mean, I've been saying this almost all year. And Laporta, we trust.
In Laporta, we trust, folks.
Sam Laporta to the end zone.
And this might be helping the price right now because if he gets cleared they play on Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if he gets cleared by Sunday, I believe this price will go down. He's at what, plus 140 right now?
Yeah.
Down on some Sam Laporta while you can, folks. He is a dog. Dan Campbell loves him. Jared Goff loves him. He
just finds a way to punch it in
every time he gets out there. And then for our last touchdown leg in the round robin, gotta go Nico Collins, man. I mean, if we're just going #1 receivers, then Nico Collins is that guy. CJ Stroud has a great connection with him. They got a long ball, and he can just go up and grab any ball that he really wants to. He made some crazy catches last week against the Browns, and I think they're good for another one this week.
I agree with that. Nico Collins, he's looking great. Runs good routes. Next thing you know, twists his head, looks back, boom, ball's right in his hand.
No, he made a catch where CJ Stroud threw to the outside of him, but he
literally just goes
head and looks
there
back
it
over,
is.
just on pure instinct, and then makes a crazy catch. So Nico Collins is that guy, folks. We got a lot in. We got 4 picks this week, contrary to our usual 6, but we got yelled the fuck it this week, folks. This has been another week of the Forklift Certified Gambling Podcast, man. Snowed in edition, divisional wildcard edition, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's
been a good one.
Yeah, it's been a good
I don't know about you. If you ever went out and got a little bit of snow day, you go a little sled, make a snowman, who knows? Maybe that brings some good luck.
Exactly, folks. Hopefully y'all had a good snow day. I know most of the country got hit pretty hard. But we're grinding out these picks, folks. Nothing's stopping us. We're still in the lab every week, every day, dropping these picks, and we're getting back to it, folks. It's been a good year, and if we don't look now, we haven't had a losing week since week 9. Our worst week since then has been 3-3, so we're looking to keep the trend going through the rest of the year. We got about 3 more weeks of football, and then it's over for the year, folks. So we're gonna get back in the
You
lab.
better get it while you can.
Yes, sir. So
Kitchen ain't staying on all year.
this has been the Forklift Certified Gambling Podcast. I am Forklift Certified Gambling on Instagram with my co-host.
Cam the G.
Appreciate y'all.
Doses.
Peace. Executive producer Mo in the background.
You know it.
Peace.
I told you he was there.